Another Capcom game, another chance for me to play a Capcom game for the very first time. Except this one is actually entirely new for me in terms of both series and genre. Hello everybody, and this is CwapPlatinum here, and what have I done? What am I doing? I know I ask myself that every single blind Let's Play that I do, but this one was just way too interesting for me to turn down. Because this game is the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. This is available on pretty much everything. And it often goes on sale, so if you ever have a chance to pick it up, please do. Although I got it on physical. Yay for conventions. Anyway, today, what we're going to be tackling is the very first Phoenix Wright game ever made. This is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney that was originally, and I didn't even actually legitimately know this, originally released on the GBA before going to the DS, and then going to the Wii, and then pretty much releasing on pretty much every single thing. So, if you got any Xbox, if you got any PS something, if you got any Nintendo Switch, if you got any PC, then you're able to play this game. So, yeah. The Ace Attorney trilogy contains the first three Ace Attorney games, but we're going to be focusing on the first one since, well, let's face it, I haven't played any of these, so logically, it would definitely be good for me to play the first game. Now, this is something else, actually, before we get started. Not only is this me playing a new franchise for the first time, but this is also me playing a visual novel for the very first time ever. Now, I'm pretty sure all of you know the visual novel genre from most, anime, waifu simulator thingy-mabobs, and also Danganronpa, and also anything else. It's basically a game filled with pretty much all the text possible, and yeah, this is going to be my first foray into this. So, pray for me. Look at that dude's face. Look at that dude's face on the left. He's just like, yeah. Alright. Enough wasting time. Let's do this. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. I'll pin it on me. Someone like him. Spiky Anime Man. I'll make it look like he did it. Ha ha ha. Aha. Augustoid. 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant, Lobby number 2. All I literally know of the Phoenix Wright games is that there is law involved, so there we go. I gotta appreciate how clean these visuals look, actually, because I think I've only seen like DS footage up to this point. Boy, am I nervous! I'm not gonna make Phoenix Wright sound like a countryman. Right! Says Mia. I at least know her, I think. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. I mean, I guess it does. I don't know how you would think that, but okay, sure. Before I go any further, is there any, like... Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, thank God. I was kind of worried that there was not going to be, like, any save option while I'm reading, like, every single text known to man, but there it is. And you can press R to bring up the court record, so... Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I carried this. And Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death, 7-1-5. Loss of blood, cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. And there are characters, I'm assuming. Okay, so this is the evidence and this is the profiles, okay. Mia Fey, age 27, chief attorney at Fey & Co., my boss, and a very good defense attorney. Larry Butts. Yeah, we can make all the butt jokes we like here. It's okay. Age 23, the defendant on this case. A likable guy who's been my friend since grade school. And Cindy Stone, a victim in this case. A model, she lived in an apartment by herself. Okay. Cool. Cool. Anyway. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe him my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. I mean, of course he was. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. So we heard. It's over! My life, everything, it's all over! Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death! Despair! Oh! That's how I feel every day. Oh, no. No. Not like this, boy. Not like this. It sounds like he wants to die. Well, no shit! Yeah. Oh, dude! Oh, look at this man. I know, I already like this man. Hey there, Larry. How's it going, buddy? Old pal, old dude. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? This is what happens, Larry. Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's oh, that makes sense. The newspaper says it was you. In bold red text. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. Let's go over this one more time. My first case is a fairly simple one. Ew, gross. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. Because of course. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one. Yeah, I haven't heard that one before. Which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Hell yeah, boy. Yeah, dude. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Up, there it is. There it is. Oh, this song. Okay, so I think I may have heard only like 2 songs in Phoenix Wright before. This is one of them. And this song is really good. And of course, I've seen this dude before. The judge. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. And this dude. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide your fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Gulp. My hands shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Well, that would be Larry Butts, I think. Yes. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Larry Butts. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Remember, it's only your life on the line. And also the life of the client. Yes. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait, uh-oh. No! No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here! Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim! Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R button to check it at any time, okay? What the freak is the R button? Says Phoenix, right? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? I believe that would be Cinder Block. I mean, of course. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. Yep. She was struck once by a blunt object. Which, by the way, something else I forgot to mention. My only other experience with Phoenix Wright was, because I just remembered, because I played one of the 3DS games as a demo, and I remember really liking that one a lot. So, I do have sort of experience, but remember, sort of. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck by a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into the evidence. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in the court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently. Gotcha. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls for the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Oh boy. Okay, Mr. Butts, what you got? I like his shirt. Ahem. Mr. Butts, isn't it true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Antony! Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me, ever. He's twitching. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris the day before she died. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. What? How many times? How many times? Do we need to say this? Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large outcome. I should probably get his voice higher. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. I guess she's into older men, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman she was. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Mr. Stone was. Or Mrs. Stone. I don't really know. I don't really care. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right, I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Yeah, I should probably stop him from answering that. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof! Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this! Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is to clear everyone. Or is clear to everyone, yes. It's very clear to everybody in this court, sir. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Gulp. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What do I do? Should I just continue to stop him from answering him? Because... Let's take a look at his profile here. Likeable guy. Yeah. It's not going to tell me anything. I mean, he always has... I mean, it's like he said, he always has a tendency to run his mouth, I think, so... Yeah, he probably wasn't being honest, so... I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, you see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Yeah, look at this dude. Look at this man. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Oh boy, witness testimony. Here we go. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because I left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Amazingly, I'm better at reading than I ever been in my entire life. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawwood used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Electricity to Mrs. Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Hold on a second here. Because the time of death was that. And I know we're obviously supposed to prove the defendant innocent here. Because obviously, you know, the Mr. Sawwood obviously did it. But, it seems to that everything does line up. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it, the real deal. Oh, boy. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Yeah, correct. Well, she probably should have said correct. I don't know. Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. To compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the R button and then point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay, so this should be pretty simple enough. So he was apparently going door to door selling newspapers, and and apparently he saw him in a hurry because she saw her dead, I believe, or maybe he was just outside at the time. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment because, of course. And let's see, he quailed him right in front and was unable to go inside because obviously he exited out of the thing and then pinned it on him. But in context of the video game, let's see what we are supposed to be doing. That's all of it. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Examine the court record with the R button if something strikes you as suspicious. Well, she's discovered the body then. And how about the statue or anything in there? Then find the evidence and then present it to the courts. Yes, sir. Let's see. Actually, isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd that you would take notice of him. I don't know, he just seems strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime. The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next? Because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman moving, not moving, dead. I couldn't find and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, her phone in the apartment wasn't working. Went to a nearby park and called that. It was 1 p.m. That's probably it. Yeah. The time of death was between that. Yeah. Yes. There it is! You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts with the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death was sometime after 4 p.m. There is no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, he's sweating. He's sweating. Oh, that. Hey! This is trivial. What is that? What his objection sounds like? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After this testimony, I found it hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Alright, way to put him on the spot. Hell yeah, dude. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Hell yeah, my brother. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of discovery, then. Let's see. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Ooh, he's back on track. I see. You heard a voice saying the time of a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right, you know what to do. I got this one. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, brother. Okay. When I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but that was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. They said nothing about the statue, though. No, wait a minute. Yeah! No! Yeah, dude! Yeah! Yeah, the fucking... The freaking video evidence. Hold it right there! The prosecution said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Hey, let's go. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. God! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah! Wait! I remember now! Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, or you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. I can't tell whether or not I should make this guy sound like George Takei or not. I should probably it must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. It must have been what I saw. Oh, and here's the point of the weapon, huh? You saw a clock. Well, I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Okay, obviously, need to present the time. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon, the killer used it to hit the victim. Actually, no, because... Wait just a moment! The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is it supposed to be a clock? Oh, hell yeah, dude! Yeah, dude! The music! Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You and your objections of your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? It was a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue was indeed a clock. What? The fuck? The neck as a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? I mean, obviously he never mentioned like a murder weapon before. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock was to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Yeah. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment after all. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit, the sound you must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was spurned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection! I'm not gonna make him sound like that. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture! Baseless? Just look at the witness's face! Ugh. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never! Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, yeah, hey, look at Why did he do that? Shut up! I hate you! Look at this dude. It was him. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and should burn. Burn! Give him death! What, are you going to say order in the court again? Order in the court, I say! The people are just popping their heads left and right. I don't... Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawwood heard was definitely this clock. In fact, a fact which was clear if you simply... Examine the batteries, ask the neighbors, or try sounding the clock. Yeah, we could do that. Let's sound the clock now here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. I think it's 8:25. Wow, that's certainly a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. Thinker. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawwitz heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawwitz, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. This is going over 35 minutes, but I'm gonna keep going. Let's keep going with this. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. Oh no, did I fail? Frick. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawwit. I come all the down... Well, I'm flustered. I come all the way down here to testify, and look at what happens. You treat me like a criminal. You lawyers all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Frick, did I just actually get a game over? Hey! Mia with the save! Not so fast, Mr. Sawwitz. Woo! Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think, Wright, think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you still can't win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right. Yes, correct. Phoenix, correct. Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Wait! Maybe I can prove it! You must have some evidence somewhere to prove it, Mr. Wright. Or Wright, just Wright, yeah. Find it and let them have it! Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow the day of the murder. Have you any evidence to support this claim? Of course, there is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see that evidence which proves why the clock is running slow. Oh yeah, the freaking passport thingy. Take that, yeah! The victim had just returned from home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between there and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. there, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast! Ooh! The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawwit, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, I get it. I get it, Mr. Saw It, Mr. Oh, he's dead. Oh my god, I can't believe Mr. Did It is freaking dead. Oh, order, I say. He died of rabies. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than what we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts. Hey, let's go. And they have confetti right out the gate. Yeah. Let's go. And with that, this court is adjourned. Yeah, dude, let's go. Dude, let's go. It turns out that Frank saw it. I still can't believe I got that. It turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check to see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went into her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Side let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Side grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And that's when he did it with all the animated blood. Because this is a rated T for teen game. Yes, sirree. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief look this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. This is what happens, Larry. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No. I mean, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. Did you not hear the freaking judge? Dude, you didn't hear him say guilty and all the confetti? But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? This is what happens. I can't think of Larry without that freaking Big Lebowski scene where he's like, this is what happens, Larry. This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts. Innocent. It's Harry Butts, man. It's definitely Harry Butts. Why wasn't he named Harry Butts? Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present from me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one from me. Really? You? You made this? Damn, he's got good craftsmanship. I'm impressed, man. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that make you want to cry, sub? Larry? Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way while she was doing it with other dudes. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Correct? Isn't that correct, right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, right. What the heck was she talking about? I mean... Isn't it the, What was she talking about? Was she Oh, man, was it... Was... It can't possibly be the autopsy airport or the statue or the anything or the blackout record or that. Maybe it's the freaking badge. I don't know. It's probably the badge. I'm not in a trial. I might as well frick it. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive that you weren't just some chum to her. What about that clock? This is a clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's pretty heavy to clock to take traveling. Well, make of it with what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little bit better. I certainly hope it did, man. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah, 2 innocent butts everywhere. Oh, speaking of Harry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Or, yeah, part, at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe. Over drinks? Possibly over drinks. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave to Mia. I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. Oh boy. Another one. And my promise to the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Well, that was a pretty short game, everybody. Yeah. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I would probably have to say this is just extra DLC. It's fine. It's a very solid 5 out of 5. 10 save files. And, it's good. It's good. Anyway, nope. Not ready to do that yet. Not ready to do that yet. We just saved the game. Come on, man. We're not ready for that. So yeah, we pretty much just did like all of episode 1 in just one go. So obviously we're going to return to episode 2, however long that will take next time, because apparently these get pretty long. So I'm ready for the worst. because I had to truly think about some things before acting upon them. Whatever that means, I'm sure this will be very, very interesting. So I'll see you guys on the next time when we start episode 2. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.